Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday, we've come to the end of another week, it's the 27th of January, we have got some new mods, we have got some updates, we've got two new maps out today, Deerlands by Carl T.G. and Pixel Farms, and Sitio Securi by Agro Capira, I think it is Capira. As well as the three we had yesterday. So that's 5 new maps in 2 days. I've done 2 map tours. I'm working on the third. I will try to get through all of them. It might take me a couple of days to get to them. As far as updates go for today, though, we have updates 2. The Michigan Farms map by Taylor Farms and Salty Shorty. That one, so as I say, it doesn't need a new save game. The map that came out a couple of Fridays ago, Terschelling by Dutch Landscape. That one doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. And the map Fichtal by Lucas G. Now that one has got some information on it. What we changed on 1.3 says some trees that have already been felled can appear again, and some hedges on the BGA can disappear with the update. Otherwise, no new save game is necessary. So you don't have to change your save game, you can update it, but you might notice if you cut some trees down they might come back again, and you might lose some hedges around the BGA. So that's that. Then we've got the Massive Ferguson LS 2200 Gen 2 Baler Pack by KRKZ Modding, the Amazon Seniors 2TX Super Pack by RC3D Chris and Chrissy136, with the Joskin Drakkar Pack by LS Agra Ole, the Lizard 6000 by AW Modding ABP team, the Hauer SGS 2600 by AW Modding Mantrid ABP team, the Pack of Small Buildings by Leo, the Slurry Tanks by Austria Modding, and the Factory Soy Drink by Fred Fracasse have all had updates, quite a few today. As far as the mods go, there aren't too many today. I think we're just being swamped with maps at the moment. In front of me we have got the Modern UK Farmhouse. This is by MSModding, 4.23 megabytes download, 15 slots on console, 35,000 to buy. You find it in the build mode and farmhouses. You can't go inside it. We've got a sleep trigger at the front, just there. Nice bit of detailing. They've been very short wheelie bins. Don't ever come across wheelie bins that short. And then around the back we've got our wardrobe trigger. There we go. That's the first one. Modern UK Farmhouse and by MSModding. Next we've got the Machinery Hall. This is by user 555. It is 8.18 megabytes download, 9 slots on console, 78 grand to buy. You find it under build mode and sheds. We've got a double door this side. Do that. Just close them a second. Nice sound effects on that, hanging from the runners. Open that side. Open that side. As we go inside, just around the corner here, we've got a light switch. Turn on and off the shed lights. Across the back, we've got a single, I say a single door, it's 2 doors, but it rolls to one side, so I'm designating that a single opening, and that one's a double opening, just for the purposes of this. Really nicely detailed. I like all the work inside here as well. Very cool. That's the Machinery Hall by user 555. Moving on from there. We've got this. This is the Trailed Lifter. This is by EY Modding. 3.3 megabytes download. 3 slots on console. Requires 20 horsepower. Unlike the huge trail lifters we've had before that get towed behind, your big articulated tractors that just have normally just have a trailer hitch. A lot of them now have the option for 3-point links, but the ones that just had a rear hitch, this would take a rear hitch and put it to a 3-point link. This one is designed for smaller tractors, older tractors that either don't have a 3-point link, or to take the weight off the rear axle, you attach the trailed lifter and then whatever it is 3-point link mounted goes onto there. Now, the only downside to this, it does say in the description, there's no PTO on it, so it won't run anything with a PTO. So it's designed for small ploughs, that kind of stuff. 3-point link related that you can think of. So I've just grabbed a little John Deere. It's got 2 work lights on the back. You can have some weights on it as well. This you'll find under tools and miscellaneous, I think it was. Just there, 7 grand. Slot count will come down from 3 to 1. So standard, weights 2, back to standard again. So if you want some extra weight on there, you can. Main colour, we can change it to anything on that palette. So depending on what vehicle you're running or what implement you're running, or you just want to change the colour, it's entirely up to you. And the rim colour, anything on that palette. I went for something almost exactly the same. There we go. So let's start this up because I love the sound of it. We'll hook up to a plough, just for the sake of argument. And there we go. Like I say, rear work lights on it, actually pretty good. Look at that. It's like I'm not entering a competition for straight furrows, isn't it? But, you know. Never mind, it's all good. So there we have it. The Trailed Lifter by MSModding. Next, got this. We only have one of these. Well, the mod review went up today, but from yesterday's mods. But this is the Lizard P031 Termit 303. This is a boom sprayer for herbicide or liquid fertilizer. It's 3.12 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, 8 meters wide. Requires 30 horsepower, and it's by ZimowyWojownik. When I open this up, it's difficult to tell because I haven't got the other one still installed, but it looks as wide as the one that I did from yesterday, and that was a 12 meter, I think, or was it a 10? That could be why it seems very similar. So it's 300 litres, not huge, but again, it's designed for smaller farms, smaller fields, that kind of thing. You'll find it under sprayers. Just there, 3,500, that's all. It'll run at 7 miles an hour. Main colour does the frame and it does the boom. Design colour does the tank. Got a few to choose from. So I do like, if you look out from the back there. Oh, that's right in the way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect it a second because I want to have a look at that. Again, small thing, but the level of detail with all the pipe work and the gauge and that kind of stuff. Brilliant! Let's hook it up. Unfold it. There we go. Almost like sectional control, so it will turn off from the, it will turn on from the inside out because that's where it flows from. Although turning off, it seems to just turn off altogether. Yeah, definitely went for the middle out. There you go. Because it's only 300 litres, depending on what tractor you're using, you might need a front weight. Seems to be okay at the moment. But if you're doing it for herbicide, if you're doing spot application, spraying for weeds and that sort of stuff, it's actually pretty handy, really. Very cool. The Lizard P031 Termit by ZimowyWojownik. Next, we have got, I've got a bit of a walk actually, don't mean to go as far, we've got the Steyr 8150 by LS Design. 6.77 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. Now, this popped up and I thought, why do we need another one of these? For some reason I thought we'd had loads of them. So I went back in to check and I went through the small tractors and medium tractors. This is only the third one. And one of those is the base game. So we haven't had loads of them. I think we might have had one that was a different manufacturer, but you could have it as a Steyr option. But it's a nice tractor. There's some nice options. Big old chunky tyre options on it as well, which I quite like. So you'll find this under, I'm going to say it was small tractors, wasn't it? There we go. 87,500. Slot count of 13 comes down to 1. The base game one, I've gone past it. Same price, slot count's 12. So slot count's only one more for the modded version. So we can have the 8150 at 135 horsepower or the 8150 tuning at 180 horsepower. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian and back. Under Trelleborg we have got Michelin, Continental, Mitas. Now you might notice when you do that, on some of the bigger tyre options, the mudguard at the front clips into the tyres. There is an option further down for fenders for a bigger fender, so don't panic if you're already thinking that. BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back to Trelleborg again. What I'm going to do, if I go to Mitas, go for that, and you'll see what I mean. Exhaust, we've got a default, or we can have a stainless steel exhaust, a straight through. Fender, so with fender, big fender, which raises it off of those larger tyres, or no fender at all, if you want to take the fender off. Beacons, we've got, I'm going to come around the back here, because we've got default. We've got beacon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then back to default again. Front loader attacher, we've got no, quick, hour, back again. Main colour, this does around the cab, so you've got red or white. Rim colour, anything you want on that palette. And the license plate option on there too. Start it up. Now, depending on what beacon options you've gone for, if you've gone for the LED ones, you'll get the flashing units. If not, they're rotating beacons. Lovely. Under L1 and right stick up and down, I think it does the window this side. L1 and right stick up and down. Yeah, look. It's really hard to see. There's a little bit of reflection. The glass is moving. You can just about see it. The window opens that side. And then if we go L1, R1, right stick up and down. Hang on. Just a minute. Right. Right stick side to side does the door. It's the joystick on the PlayStation controller. And up and down does the rear window. So you can do them all at the same time if you want. You know how it gets. Interior, nicely detailed. Plenty of mirrors. Very nice indeed. The Steyr 8150 by LS Design. Next we have got, what have we got next? We've got the Lizard Lowloader by FastFarming. 14, I might as well use this tractor bomb here. 14.41 megabytes download, 6 slots on console. There are 6 slots and 7 slots. There are 2. There's a double axle and there's a triple axle. I've gone for the triple axle. The options on both of them are exactly the same, so I will show you them both, but I'll go through all the options on one of them. So we've got ladder section on the back there, bale section there. There's a whole load. We'll go through them all. Nice looking low loader. If we go into tools and low loaders, out on the end there, so we've got the double axle and the triaxle. Double axle is 12,500, 6 slots. The triaxle is 7 slots, which comes down to 18,750 for that. So we'll look at, since I've got the triple axle out, we'll look at the double axle. So we've got standard design, lizard decal, new decal 2, reflectors on the side, and then we can go through those lizard decal options with reflectors on the side. Then back to standard. Then we've got design standard, bale rack, galvanized side, bale rack and galvanized side, reflector. No, it says reflector, but I was trying to work out where that, because we've got the reflectors on the side already. Not sure. You've got reflector, then reflector and bale rack with galvanized sides. Then you've got bale wedge at the back where the ramps are, so you can have a flat deck for putting bales on there. And we run through a few different options here. Bale wedge 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to standard again. So you can pick and choose what you want. You've then got ladder ramps at the back or solid ramps. I went for ladder ramps, but it's your choice. Attacher type at the front. If we zoom out a little bit, we're going to adjust the attacher at the front. Hitch 1, 2, 3, 4 goes even lower. So 3 being the highest, 4 being the lowest. Main colour, anything on there. Design colour. That does the reflectors, interestingly, on the sides. We've got greyish reflectors. And then rim colour, we've got a grey, grey 2, and grey 3. License plate option 2, those are your choices. So L1 and X holds the ramps up. There's no beacons on the back, just on the tracks at the moment. Lights with our indicators. Reverse lights as well. Lights down the side when you turn the lights on. We do have straps too. And you notice they go right there out to the back, so you can strap right out to the end here, because if you go for the option with the bale wedge out there and you have a flat deck all the way out, you want to be able to strap your bales right the way out to the end. So there we go. That's the Lizard Lowloader by FastFarming, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, and it's the Lizard 900 Muck Spreader. This is by KoPi, 4.22 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, spreads out to 8 meters wide with a capacity of 9,500 litres, I think it was. Yep, 9,500 litres. Let's take it out to the field. We'll have a look at the options as well. Actually, not to. Let's have the ploughed field to be able to see it a little bit better. So, you'll find it under manure spreaders. 30,000 to buy, 90 horsepower required to pull it. We can change the main colour to either one of those reds. Design colour, and this is for the rim. We've got silver, red, or red. That's it. Those are your choices. So, unfold. That's pretty cool actually. I like that. We can activate double application rate if we want to. I'm going to do that and we'll check the speed out. $5 miles an hour. Nice bit of steam coming out the back there, as you'd expect from your manure. Then if we take off double application rate, go single application, should take us out to about 10 miles an hour. There we go. With our 8 meter spread width. Let's close that back down again. And that's it. The Lizard 900 by KoPi. That's it for the mods for this week. Unless we get any on Saturday. Who knows? It does keep happening. Like I said, maps I will get onto as soon as I can. We are heading home from the Lake District tomorrow morning. I should be home around lunchtime. My plan is to crack on as soon as I get back and everything's set back up again. So bear with me. But that's it. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching.